If you are experiencing foundation issues, get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
Coach John Limbaugh Show brought to you by Lori Darlings in the heart of Fayetteville, Alabama. And Coach John Limbaugh with us this morning. I guess a closer game than a lot of people thought with the win over against Francis Marion last week.
Yeah, Francis Marion is a very athletic team, and they came in there ready to play football like we knew they would. We did some things that helped them out a little bit, and but the score could have been a little bit greater than it was between the two of us. But we got the win, and the kids had to fight back, and that was important for us to learn that we still need to really work to get to what we need to accomplish. So the kids worked hard. They came from behind. They won a ball game, and we needed that challenge. We needed that.
Well, you get a win. That's the most important thing.
Right, absolutely. We get a win and saw some good play out of some of our players and had a good time in the process.
Talk about some of the kids that maybe stood out a little bit against Francis Marion.
Well, Pacey DeLoach had 349 yards passing. I think that's about the most we ever had at Fayetteville.
That should be some kind of record there.
That's right, absolutely. He did a great job, and of course, we had Brady Ritchie ran for about 60 yards. Luke White, he's coming through the smoke there. Luke White, there's a pass.
Had plenty of time to throw.
That's right, absolutely. That's Luke White right there, and he had about over 100 yards receiving.
You talk about the athleticism of Francis Marion. They got some.
Oh, absolutely. Blake Mansion. Now the thing about Blake is he caught for 215 yards. 215 yards in reception. So, but they got some players that are really, really good. And you see that 21 broke one there. We know about him, and you just have to, box him in. And now he's leading the team this year in touchdowns. I think he has 6 this year, Brady Ritchie.
So was that a planned onside?
Well, we were trying to get a little something there. Absolutely, we were trying to get a little something there. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't,
Yeah.
So
big win over Francis Marion on Friday night, and you talk about your quarterback, and he can play a lot of positions for you.
Right. So I told some other days like Swiss Army knife. You put him in where you can do a lot of different things for you. He and Blake Mansion both are the same caliber in that you can put them about anywhere, and they'll go play. Blake does a great job on the defensive side of the ball too. He's still playing some quarterback, of course, and receiving. He does just a great job.
Yeah, I think Blake was our star student of the month.
Right. That's the caliber individual he is. And, just love him to death.
Hey, big win over Francis Marion. You look ahead now to a team that's every time you look up, you see this team, you hear about this team, and this Lafayette, and they're good.
Well, Coach Lucas always has those guys ready to play football, and they're a good football team. But we're perhaps not as good as some think we are, but we're not as bad as some think we are either. And we're quick on our feet too. We can play a little football as well. So he'll have to come into Fayetteville ready to play football because our kids are. They want this game, and they're looking forward to it. And I'm looking forward to the ball game.
What have you seen on tape of Lafayette that kind of gets your
speed? They have speed, and their quarterback's he's really, really good. And they will send someone up the middle. Something out every 10 plays, and those other 3, they're sending them off the edge. So Coach Lucas defensive, they really like to bring the pressure. So that's what we've seen, but
you match up with them pretty well, you think?
We do. More than others feel like we do. I think we do. Our kids just have to be ready to play, and they have to understand they can beat anybody and be beaten by anybody. So we have to get in there every game and work hard in practices. That's who we are. We have to put our hard head on and pick our lunch pail up and go to work every day. That's who we are.
And it appears that from the times we've sat together down through the years, you're much more concerned about your team than the opponent.
Well, absolutely. We go to, when we watch film, 9 times out of 10, we're watching us. We very rarely even show them the other team. We're working on us. If we can get us where we need to be, and every offensive play you call could possibly be a touchdown. as long as you run it correctly. As long as you block it correctly, run it correctly, it could be a touchdown. So that's the deal about it. We got to work on who we are, and when we perfect who we are, we'll be okay.
And Lafayette, the opponent tonight at Farm Links Field in Fayetteville, and it's a game that you really have an opportunity to win and set yourself up better in the region.
Well, it puts you in the driver's seat in a lot of respects. You win tonight. And tonight's an important game for another reason, too. Tonight is Breast Cancer Awareness Game. So we want all of our fans, which are many, to wear pink tonight and support those ladies. I've had a couple ladies in my life. My mother-in-law and my sister-in-law both have been victorious over this. The Lord has blessed, and they've been victorious over this terrible disease. And there's so many women there in our community and surrounding us that have been through this. I've lost family. Others have lost family. We want to come together tonight, honor those women in a very special way. So we'd like for everybody to wear pink tonight.
Pink is in, man.
Up.
Pink is in.
I see it, brother. I see it. Absolutely.
Fayetteville hosting Lafayette tonight. And here we are, second half of the season. You begin to accumulate some nicks and bruises. But other than that, everybody pretty set to go?
Well, Brady Ricci had a little setback. He's going to be a game time decision, and that's the truth. We need to let him rest a couple of days. He tweaked that ankle in practice a couple of days ago, just going down to catch football. So, strained a nerve there. So we're hoping he's better today and able to tape it up and go, because we need him. He's a good one. Other than that, we're 100%.
Do you and your offensive and defensive staffs, I guess, do you script the first couple of series of plays normally?
I do. It's usually the first series, and I'm off the cuff after that. I really am. I've looked at the film, and I know what they're going to bring against us. And if that changes, I have a second deal I can go with. But usually, the first thing I have, it's high school ball, and usually they're going to stick with what they do. Yeah. So I'll script the first drive. And that's about it.
You talk about, before we go this morning, you talk about we're better than some people think we are. Where is this Fayetteville football team?
Well, we're standing 4-1 right now, and everybody knows who Real Town is. They're doggone good. And but we felt that if we could possibly pull off that win, that'd be great. But really, we're sitting where we thought we might be. And but this is a game today that we can win. And our goal is 10 wins. That's our goal, is 10 wins and host that region game, that first week of the playoffs. So our goals are lofty, but we do realize we have to work every week to achieve those goals. And we've got a lot of people supporting us in this. You know, our parents are fantastic. Our school is wonderful. Our administration and teachers right there with us. So it's a community effort to get these 10 wins. You know, everybody's behind us, so we're excited about it.
Breast Cancer Awareness Night tonight. We're wearing pink down at Farm Links Field, and Fayetteville taking on Lafayette. Coach, good luck tonight, and we'll see you next week. Our game of the week is next week with Fayetteville all over the state of Alabama, so look forward to that too.
Fantastic. Well, we're looking forward to it. We appreciate all you guys doing, and go Wolves.
All right. We'll see you later on tonight, Lafayette and Fayetteville from Farm Links Field. More daybreak in a minute.